Hello everybody, this is Jennifer Norman, day 2 of From My Closet, a project that I just kicked off yesterday, and I'm hoping to continue for at least 30 days if I can. If you've watched my yesterday's video, then I really appreciate you watching this day as well. If you didn't and you're just new to this, welcome, and I hope that you find it interesting. Essentially, just to kind of recap, I'm the founder of this company called the Human Beauty Movement, and I founded it to help to up-level the beauty industry, in particular the beauty industry, but it kind of pertains more to other industries as well. It can pertain to lifestyle industries, you name it. But it's really all about trying to foster radical inclusion, compassion, more love and intent as far as business goes. You know, using my business as a force for good to help shed light on positivity and to really shed light on the inner beauty that people have rather than just really focusing on the superficial external beauty, which unfortunately has been the downfall of a lot of mental health with regard to women and including men who have suffered as a result of the imagery and the consciousness that has been kind of thrown out there in the media. As far as what beauty is or what beauty has been. Thank goodness walls are breaking down and people are seeing that true beauty is from within. True beauty is something that resides inside all of us and something that is really an expression of character. It's an expression of a person's kindness. It's an expression of a person's compassion. Those are the things that I think need to be celebrated more in terms of what beauty really is. And along that note, I actually just wanted to take a quick shout out to women, particularly today, only because, being a woman myself, I am cisgender. I actually thought about the time that I had as far as like growing up and going into work and business and a lot of the opinions and the judgmentalness that I had come across on my journey to today. And it was really interesting to kind of look back upon the times where I would be working for a company and told not to come in wearing a certain thing or looking a certain way for fear that I wouldn't be taken seriously, for fear that I would not be a credible representative of a company. For example, I went into a company and I actually remember wearing a pantsuit, and my boss at that time told me never show up to work in a pantsuit, no one will take me seriously. Don't know where all that comes from, but it happened. Fast forward to after I graduated business school, I was worried because I had always tended to look very young. I think it's because I had a lot of fat on my face. I just looked really like a young, chubby girl. And so I cut off all my hair because I thought that my long hair made me look younger and less sophisticated and less credible, and I wanted to be taken seriously as I was entering into the job market. And so just things that we do to ourselves, things that society kind of has placed upon women in general as far as how they should look, how they should act, how they should be. Let's just throw all that in the garbage. Let's just make sure that we recognize that we are better than that. We're more powerful than that. We deserve more. We are more. Now I'm feeling so liberated after not working for other people, frankly. I feel that, as my own business owner and as myself, I can really lean into who I am from a multifaceted standpoint. It's not like I have to fit in any particular role. I'm not just a mom that has to be very straight-laced and all of that. I actually am a single mom. Yes, that is a label, but I'm also very much a woman and have female desires and like to express my femininity. And that doesn't make me any less of a mom role. I cannot feel that it is justified to be criticized if people think that I'm dressed a certain way or if I look a certain way or if I speak a certain way because it doesn't fit into what their definition or what their impression is of what a mom should be, for example. I take that as an example because I think that it's a clear one, and it's one that I'm kind of expressing right now out in social media, as some of you might have seen and have kind of spoken back about. And I can appreciate that. I can appreciate the discomfort. I can appreciate that some people are reacting in this way because these are things that they have been taught. These are things that have been ingrained in their psyches. These are things that they believe are the norm, that, you know, mothers should act a certain way, or that women should act a certain way, or people who are approaching 50 should act a certain way or should look a certain way. I like to rebuke all that. I like to say, you know what, I am who I am, and I'm proud of who I am. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I'm comfortable being who I am. And I would encourage you to do the same. I would encourage people to really look inside themselves and not worry what the fuck other people think of them. It would be really good if we can just lean into ourselves and really understand who we are deep down inside, what makes us tick, what makes us happy, what makes us our own unique people. You know, I think about some of the greatest artists and musicians and you know, most profound people who have been able to elevate themselves to a place of greatness in life. You know, I don't think that Mick Jagger ever really cared about what anybody thought of him. I don't know if Prince ever really thought about, you know, what people thought of him, or Andy Warhol or Pollock, or, you know, anybody else for that matter. I think that these are people who represent truth. These are people who represent identity in themselves. And, you know, not to be arrogant or not to be egotistical, but it's something that I feel that, you know, when I see people just being their own persons and not afraid to express that, I celebrate that so much, because I really see freedom. I see joy. I see an expression of who that person truly is and who that soul truly is, without the shackles or the confines of labels or judgments of other people. So if anything, I hope that this inspired you to kind of look inward and really, you know, take the time, now that we have more time on our hands, all, you know, being safer at home, maybe this is a good time for you to kind of go into your closet, as I'm doing right now, and see what's in there, and see if there are any kinds of impressions or any kinds of judgments or any kind of roles that, you know, you want to rebuke as well. And so while I'm doing that, figuratively, literally, I'm going to pick something out of my closet that I can offer to somebody who's watching this who might be interested in it. I'm doing this, as you've probably seen from my yesterday's video. I'm coming in here and I'm pretty much trying to essentially release a lot of the things that I might have thought were special in the past but no longer serve me. And since they don't serve me, they don't necessarily, I'm kind of doing a Marie Kondo, I think that they can essentially go someplace else and be happier and bring somebody else joy. If it doesn't spark joy, then why have it, right? And so that's what I'm doing. Yesterday, I actually gave away a watch. And today I'm coming in here and I'm looking around, and I think that I am inspired to give a handbag away. And again, remember, I don't care what happens to this after it leaves my home. You can keep it, you can gift it, you can sell it, you can do whatever you wish to do with it. But what I will do is I will show you this particular handbag. I think I actually got this at like Wasteland. Anyway, it was like a resale bag, but it's a Chloe bag. You can kind of see. It has a lot of hardware on it. It's leather, and it's kind of like a cute little kind of bowler style bag with 2 straps, and you open it up. It does have a key as well. I'll give that to the person who actually wants this bag. And it has kind of like these zips and locks and all sorts of fun things. And you can see that it is actually a Chloe bag. I don't think that I have the original papers because I did buy it secondhand. But I want to say that this might have been like a $400 bag when it was bought resale. It might be worth new a whole lot more than that. Like I mentioned in my yesterday's video, I don't really have too many criteria for anybody to kind of raise their hand and take one of these things from my closet. It's really just let me know that you're watching, that you recognize the message. Feel free to tag or share or what have you. Your message needs to be DMable, or your account needs to be DMable, so that I can at least get in contact with you for a shipping address. But hopefully you enjoy this series. I hope that it's inspiring. I'm really not all about preaching, and so I hope this didn't come across as preachy. But at any rate, I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.